Welcome back to the Sheffield Wednesday Road to Glory, the past and present Road to Glory within EAFC. Last episode, you saw us building a team through what little coins we had, but we've got an entirely Sheffield Wednesday squad now from the past and present. It was looking all right. We did squad battles. We've got squad battle rewards today. Please keep liking these videos, guys. This support on the series will be essential in it carrying on, and there's a lot of collated footage you're going to see here. Like the rewards, we've got coins there. That's nearly Martinez level coins. Obviously, Martinez came to Wednesday from loan a long time ago, but these are tradable packs in squad battles. As we get better, we can do the higher difficulties and really make our coins on these reward packs. Not going to lie, before Crystal Palace, I thought that was Endo, but these obviously Kamada's actually better than Endo in the game, so he's a rare gold, which will be good discard price if nothing else. Not fantastic. I was hopeful this Adama Traore would be all right, but he's about 2. He's going for about 2 because he's got that extinct special card in the game. And then we open up our mega pack. This is where the big value lies for us in getting those coin values, because there's a lot of stuff that could be in there. It's not a walkout. It's 83. Ragamanoli. Not the best, but again, there's lots of things in a mega pack. A mega pack has all the players, but it also has rare consumables. There's a chance we get something half decent. The players, I'm not going to lie, are not that. But the stuff like the manager leagues, they sell for a few coins each, a few hundred coins each. There's the kits that you can do. We'll obviously look in the preview pack as we always do. We might get a team of the week out of this. Lee Gregory, by the way, was at Wednesday last season. He's scored 5 goals in League 2 so far. He's the top scorer, so maybe he will get a team of the week. That's what makes this career so exciting. I'm literally looking at all the players that have played for Wednesday in the past going, please get a team of the week. Now, I wanted to run something by you. There's been a few comments saying, Cantona trained with us. I know Cantona trained with us. So did Mainu last year. That's why when we got Charlie McNeil, he'd already been familiar because he came down with Mainu. Do we extend eventually this career to having the likes of Cantona in it? I don't know if it feels as authentic, but I'm going to leave that one up to you. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is it too much of a stretch just to say they trained with Wednesday because they never signed? But as you can see here, we're venturing in to Rush. I'm in the purple. That player never passes, eventually passes when he has no choice. We get a rebound goal there. Not me scoring it, but not too bad. The perfect thing for Rush, this is our first online game in this RTG. Antonio is perfect for this first game mode. He is 79 with his evolution. He gets the evolution bonus. I pass in Rush, by the way. If you're a drop-in player, please pass the ball. All I watch in this game, I'll stand there screaming, pass the ball. I'll be honest, this team weren't too bad at passing. They were all right, but there's been quite a few that just don't pass. This dude went for the wonder from the Antonio cross. But we do work it together quite well here. You can see I'm on a half-decent side as we go 2-0 up, which is nice to be on. It's not always the case. I like to say nice when someone scores. Not everybody does. I'm asking for a pass there. He's not going to give it, but he scores, so it's fine. 3-0 up. Breezing this first game of Rush, but they do get one back here. 3-1 with 4 minutes to go. Don't know why I showed the restart there, but we've got me running through here. Can I score a goal? Can we get our first Rush goal? We can. It's Antonio on the left foot because they did score. That's why I showed the restart. They scored a goal, actually. It must have missed off the clip there. But it just became a bit sloppy defending-wise, so we needed to get another one there, and our teammate gets us the 5th. It puts us 5-2 up. Then we just completely switch off. I go in for the career ender there. Miss it, but it doesn't matter. And we get blue goal net paint. I want the blue and white diagonal one, but we'll take the blue one for now in the customization pack. Now, let's talk evolutions. I look at what we can get here. Barkley in that box-to-box is an 80 overall. That's tempting. There's also the octopus one that's come in that you'll see later in this episode because this is from over the couple of days. Now, we could have had a fantastic one if we still had everything. From box to box, intro to start limits, the octopus with Chalobah, 78 overall. We do not have intro to start limits anymore, but this is the Chalobah we could make. 67 passing, 63 shooting, 71 pass, 74 dribbling, 79 defending, and 82 physical. I think that's where we go with this. I'm not sure whether to pull the trigger yet. There's obviously time limits. We could have Shea Charles, but I don't think he's quite there. Let me know what you think about Chalobah going into that. I've also been looking at the different managers and applying their tactics, and I decide, you know what? I don't want to do that. I've been quite liking the way the 4-4-2 is playing in the squad battles. We're obviously going to go into online play, which is a bit different, but I'm going to edit this 4-4-2 to get the best out of the players. For example, Jamie Vardy isn't the best as an advanced forward, but I keep him there. We've got players like Antonio. Actually, later in this episode, I don't think I show it, but I do swap Antonio and Vardy over. But honestly, as I'm starting to understand this game more, I'm understanding the plus systems and the fact that a lot of our players have got those 1+, so we can make sure they're in the right place. And yes, guys, we have got 18,000 coins. Martinez's price range is definitely in that. I'm going to try and get a bid on him here, but then I realised that no, 17 seems to be the one, but for some reason people aren't. They're looking at bids. There was one for 13,750 we missed there, but I kind of go, there's got to be some way I can get him, and 14k seems to be the sweet spot. So don't just bid on players. Look for their minimum buy it nows, because some people just try and bid and they bid well over the odds. Someone paid 70k for him on the same second I did that. CE Knight writes in, you could get Mark McGuinness as centre-back. We do that to join Martinez in the defence, but I don't think McGuinness is going to play. So Martinez, probably the best Wednesday player we're going to sign. What do you think? Is he going to help us going into our first ever Division Rivals game? Now, I will preface this. We're Division 10. It's a brand new account. Don't know what we're going to face. This guy's already got a better, well, he doesn't have a better keeper, but he's got a better striker. His midfield looks more well-balanced. But I would say we've got a chance in this one. You know, in terms of the teams, I feel like we've built a strong enough team. We've got silvers all over the shop, but we'll ignore that, where I can hold my own. So let's see how we get on. This person could be a 7-year-old for all I know playing FIFA. Vardy brings Antonio on through. Can Antonio get our first goal in Rivals? He can do just that 4 minutes in, and it's a fantastic start. And as Antonio does, he pulls the belly goal. Now, I don't know what to expect going into this. I've never done this to this extent online, because I'm a casual player. But we'll see what happens. Vardy goes in, brings it across. He's already queued a pause. I wonder what's going on. But we'll try and get it here with Murphy. Murphy slips it through to Vardy. That's fantastic work. Vardy, then he hits it with the outside of his foot, does the little flappy bird, and Vardy makes it 2-0. And all of a sudden I'm going, this Division 10 thing's all right. I haven't been in Division 10. Even though I'm a casual player, I don't think I've been that low down, probably since I started the game. But Division 10, we have our first win because this guy decides to quit. So from not thinking I was ready for Division Rivals, we might be in the lowest tier, but that's our first win. So we'll take the victory. There's obviously a load of challenges we're unlocking while we're doing all of this as well. So we want to get the trophies and things like that. But this side, I'm a little bit more concerned about. They've got a much better overall side there, but you never know. Our second game in Rivals, can we keep it up? Vardy starts us off with a fantastic pass, as you can see there. Antonio, using his strength at the edge of the box. He had got it to Murphy, before Murphy was on the edge of the box. Gets us an early corner. The corner ends up coming to nothing, though. But I can show you this, where Vardy spinning around, and that also comes to nothing. Barkley brings it to Antonio. Quite a lot coming to nothing until they nearly score here. It hits the bar, and I actually wonder how they haven't scored there. And all of a sudden I go, right, okay, that first guy that played was probably a 7-year-old, and I don't know why I passed that there. That's what's called button lag when you double tap it. But Gassama's really, really impressing me down that left. He gets it great to Antonio there, and Antonio absolutely just bottles it, loses it, but it's picked up back here again by Gassama. Less ideal on the passing there, but we keep pressing. I quite like this press. The system we're playing seems to work online. The players feel okay. We get the ball to Antonio on the left here. I know he's not got amazing crossing, so I usually do try and cut it in with him. And if we can do something here, he tries to open up the finesse shot there, but he gets dispossessed doing it. Chalobah through the middle to Antonio, pulls it round. This is a perfect spot for Antonio, and it would be if the keeper hadn't made a fantastic save there, keeping him out. They look to try and worm their way through the middle here, but it is all us. All Owly Owls. That's so weird. It's all Owly Owls this half. 20 minutes in, we get a free kick here. And we've got quite a high line there. But that's what we want. We want to attack it with that. I am a bit concerned about how we can get done on the counter there. But defensively, Godfrey, good challenge there. Seems to be a good signing for us. Barkley's going to try and make something work through the middle and doesn't quite, but he's got it again here. Precision through to Antonio. Antonio brings it to Vardy. Vardy just needs to bring it down and he scores. Vardy gets the first goal in for us this one, and he's going to do the mannequin thing, which is still his default celebration. Antonio's is belly goal. Vardy's is that. So there we are. Pretty good on the ball, though, here. I'm getting used to using Antonio sort of like the strength, throwing into people. And Vardy, you really do have to move him out the way of people, basically. But Murphy's fantastic. Through there to Antonio for a tap-in. You have to take the sweats in this game, as I've said before, and it's a great goal. I mean, defending is still leaves something to be desired, really. And that's mainly on me, because look at this. And, we got away with it, but what is he doing? Ball's through for Antonio to Vardy here. Can we? That is a beautiful bit of play, I must say, even if I do say so myself. And Antonio gets a third for us. Is that enough to get him to quit? I don't see the pause coming, so I don't think we're going to have a rage quit here. No, instead he's going to reply to that by bringing on De Bruyne. So we've got to now deal with that. Rage tackle from him there. Brings down Vardy, just goes through the back of him. Could we do a Barkley screamer like we did in the first episode in a squad battle? They are getting slightly trickier. I probably should use Tavernier, actually. I think he's the better free kick taker, but I've not looked into that properly. I'll have to do that for next episode. But yes, he did end up. Oh, no, he didn't. He doesn't. He does go into the second half. It finishes the half 3-0, and he carries on. So I kind of wanted him to quit at this stage, but do you know what? I don't disrespect people for not quitting. I did not celebrate the third goal, but because he hasn't quit, I will celebrate the fourth, I think. It's a little bit petty, isn't it? But what a lift that is, by the way, and that is the fourth goal. I see the pause, and that's actually why I decided to do the celebration, because I'm like, well, he's off anyway. He could stick around and waste my time, but I don't think he's gonna. We bring it across. Antonio sticks it in the net. We are undefeated in our first two rivals games in Division 10. 6 points on the board. Can we go the entire of Division 10 unbeaten? I'd kind of hope we would, even with an Evo team that's not great, because I do play FIFA casually, but I think I'm half decent at it. So the fact that there will be literal children in this division that are just picking it up and don't know how to play is a thing. Then again, I wish I was the child whose parents are buying them £100 editions of video games so they could actually play this. But it does happen. Nasty, nasty challenge on Vardy there. Straight, because early on, we're making something happen here. Get an early free kick. I really want one of these to go in on a Divisions game. Barkley does lift it, but it just trickles through to the keeper. Gassama lifts it to Antonio. Antonio, I think I take him by surprise here by keeping it in, and Antonio brings it to Vardy. Vardy drags it round. Easy as you like. 1-0. I think the way I tricked the play there by letting Antonio run on it and keep it in on the touchline was the reason we got that goal. So never give up on a lost cause, even in FIFA. Antonio, a good little spin there. Can he power his way through? He decides to lay it off to Vardy. I drag him in. I probably should have shot first time, but I do get the shot off. It's a good save. Barkley's got it here, so we've got it in control. That wasn't meant to go. I don't know why you'd miss the player right next to him. That's the passing on this game. It's got slightly better, but it's still woeful. They're threatening here, though. We've got to defend well. Chalobah brings it out to Barkley, and we can try and launch something from the back. Let's pretend that wasn't that. Vardy holding it up, loses possession, but gets it back, and then we'll also pretend that he didn't do that. He'll get another chance here, though. Vardy, can he do better this time? He can. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. Vardy's going to celebrate yet again. And can he seems to be finding space in this area, Vardy, with this player, and he makes it 3. You see the pause coming, which you usually know what's coming. Bordeaux AC. We have got through Division 10 of Rivals with this Evo team unscathed, which I did not think was going to happen in general. And Division 9 is not going to be easy. Because as I said, I'm not a pro player. I don't even think I'm relatively good. Sorry to those players I played and beat. I still don't think I'm relatively good. But the rewards are crap. Look at these. Like, I'd have to play 45 games just to get 6,000 coins. So the squad battles rewards are so much better, which I like. I like playing squad battles. But I go here to like trying to get some SBCs going and the foundations and stuff like that, because I think it's the only way we're going to get early coins. The octopus is 50k. 50k we have to pay to get that evolution. So if I'm going to do that, then we need coins from somewhere. I need Barry Bannon. Barry Bannon's still going for about 2.5, 3 grand. We've got 9.8k. It's not happening. What we will try and do, though, here is we're going to spend this bit of the episode picking up some of the players that we can add to the squad. Luongo will be really useful because Chalobah's stamina isn't great. So I think Luongo as a sub is ideal. Luongo was at Wednesday for a couple of seasons. Obviously, he's at Ipswich now. We let him go. We let him go on a free. We didn't renew his contract. Like Deli Basharu here, who's just gone for millions. These are all players from a couple of seasons ago. That League One season again. Corbanu, remember him? He's got a rare silver this year. If there's a good evolution there for him. This is what I've got in mind with Alex Mighton. How he has fallen. He's a 64 rated rare bronze. But that also excites me. He's 350 coins. And if they do like a drag him all the way through evolution, that's going to be great. Ingleson for 350 there. Buy your Wednesday players, guys. If you're a Wednesday fan, buy them. Buy them now before the evolution gets in place. And you have to then buy the player. And one of them might have a really good evolution and there are a few thousand more coins. Probably won't happen for Wednesday players, but it's worth mentioning. This one really surprised me, actually. Paul Valentine. The cheapest I could get him for was 900 coins. But I'd spend more than 900 coins on this man. Ati Nuiu, 6'6". He's coming back. I don't think we're going to use him unless there's a great evolution, but he's actually got power header, I think, and aerial. So that's brilliant for 6'6". We'll get Wilkes just for insurance in case there's something good. Kabachi is currently one of Wednesday's players. Again, if there's a bronze transformation evo, like with Charlie McNeil here, we could end up having some good players on our hands. We're going to go back into division rivals now, though. I want to get to the 15-point mark over these few days. That was my goal. So I think it's 2 days over the course of 2 full days, which is why you're seeing things. They are in chronological order, but you might see like some evolutions aren't loaded in the start of the episode that are in the next one because it was the next day, etc. But we get a goal there. Antonio again. I've seemed to find a way to score with Antonio. He just seems to have that shot specifically. I can't believe he missed it because that is prime that he's been scoring all the time. And we are going to do that sub. Luongo in for Chalobah because the stamina is an issue. Luongo on the ball here. Brings it across. He's looking for options. He's all right on the ball, to be fair, Luongo. Tavernier to Murphy. Murphy goes for the short one. Vardy wriggling his way through. He's got to score this, surely. How has he missed? This is where you start to feel we've had a couple of misses. It's been all Wednesday. You're going to get this. This is what you get. Somebody equalises when you've been playing well and does that with Aspas. Oh, yeah, bear in mind, his team is made up of 83, 84 rated players, so he's got a really good starter squad. It's been all Wednesday until that minute, on the 55th minute in the second half, and he gets that. It happens. Antonio loses it here, but we're still going for it. I get a little bit annoyed because I'm like, we've played really, really well here, and we're going to lose. It's one of them games where the player against you starts to play possession football to get under your skin. And I forgot this is what the lower divisions are like. People play possession football. It's just the rattiest place you can be in, but I don't mind it. I do mind it. I'm not going to lie. 64 minutes in, though. Antonio charging through. We can't even seem to get a shot in this last sort of like 5 minutes of the in-game time, which is not a lot, to be fair, on Rivals anymore, but it has still been all us. They haven't had another chance since that goal, basically, and that's what's frustrating about this. Windass is on to try and do some damage for us. Barkley wriggles it through. Antonio's through, hits it in front of him. I go for the pass. What is that shot? This is what I'm saying about this game. They're not finishing the dinner. Quite like Sheffield Wednesday in real life a lot of times. It's on a plate and they're not finishing it. I should have gone for the first time with Antonio if I knew the follow-up was going to be awful. This is awful defending. Missed that. Straight round. His second shot, pretty much. And he does the tea celebration. Second shot. Second goal. With all our shots. Masaba's just lumping it. I need to get him higher rated because he's clunky as. And then that happens. Yep. That happens because the defending's great. And I play it through to the end. And we've gone from being dominant to that happening. Got in my head a little bit there, I think. It was getting quite late at this point. Murphy picking up an injury early in this one. Not ideal. Vardy. Goes through. Can he get us an early goal? It's not early, but it's 25 minutes in. Vardy gets us a goal, so this one starts a little bit better. Our first loss that last one, by the way, so we're not doing too bad. Chalobah brings it to Vardy. Looks for Antonio. There's not quite space for him, but I'm not going to give up on it. Antonio drags it round. He switches play across to Chalobah quite well. Chalobah plays it through the middle perfectly. And Vardy should have a second there. But instead, it's Barkley. Barkley comes up with an unlikely goal. He gets one from a set piece and he quits at 2-0, which I'll take. I'm just trying to get up those points because I don't necessarily enjoy playing rivals. I don't think many people do, specifically until you've got a really decent side. I think we've got Maddison at that point when we pack Eze there. Nowhere near in the coins value, but we couldn't really do much with him. Madison's an 85 though, so he's useful to have. I've actually got him on my other account, which I'm playing through just like a best of team, which is all right. I packed on that. What did I pack? Alvarez, and he's like 30k or something, so it was a nice little start to a coin boostage, and I'm going for a Prem. I think I'm going to do an England RTG on that just for my own thing off camera. But we do have to start looking at chemistry styles. Antonio fits the Deadeye. I think Vardy's going to fit the Marksman if we're looking at the way we want to boost them because their stats suit that. We obviously need shadows on our centre-back, but unless we pack them or I see them in a preview pack, it's not happening. This guy's got a Brentford RTG. His team's obviously better than ours overall. He's got better players, but this doesn't help. What is that? We do fight our way back in. Vardy gets a goal. Decent. This guy's not a bad player, by the way. He's just a possession-based player and seems to love the long ball like that, you know, and the crosses, and I just can't defend it. And then he does the, all right, that's fair enough. That's a decent goal. This one didn't go well. I'm not going to lie. He started to frustrate me because as soon as he went 2-1 up, he just passed it around. We got it back to 3-2 with Antonio there. But then he's challenging Martinez, lobbing it all the way through. And I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I wish I was good at corners, right? But we were in front of the man there and it didn't happen. Don't forget, Bethany England is the writing we had here. I had to look into this, right? She did play for Wednesday back in 2011. I wasn't really following the women's team back then. But Bethany England is an 82 rated gold. What a shout. We've got an 82 rated gold for Spurs. She's actually our best outfield player in the game as a natural rating. So she's definitely going to get used. Her pace is 66 though. So that's going to be slightly a problem. I think I'll mainly drop her into that 10 role though when we start to have a bit of stamina, but she gives us another option off the bench, which is what we needed. I don't know what I'm doing here. He even back heels it. I'm not impressed. Antonio drags it through. Can he get us the equaliser on 21 minutes? We can just that. I must say, like I think the game knew we only needed 3. I think it was 3 or so points to get the 15 point tally. Because I don't know if we're going to go for the 45. We probably will, just because we're doing this. But again, corners. I can't defend corners. We're going to bring Bethany England on for a debut. 3-1. There was a couple of games in the middle here where I was like, right, I should probably go to bed because it's not happening. But Antonio, they scored a fourth at some point. Antonio gets a second back, but it's too little too late. Let's try again against this guy. Looks like he's going to try and build a Liverpool team. He's got Delete at the back. Some good players, but it doesn't stop Antonio going through, scoring the first goal for us in 34 minutes. But then he's going to bite back. You can't really save them when they hit the post like that. But second half comes. Antonio lifts it to Vardy. This is perfect for Vardy because he can take it on that volley. And that's a fantastic finish, 2-1 up. I try and pause because I want to change it, but we actually end up getting a third with a brilliant shot from Antonio there. We do change up the team slightly. Again, this is identical. It's Bethany England for a second appearance. Gets a goal. That's pretty much the first shot she's ever really had for us in a second appearance. That doesn't bode well for the first, obviously. But she gets a goal, so I'll take it. We've also packed a Hawk from one of like the consumable packs or whatever it is. I'm thinking to put it on Gassama, but I'm going to wait until we get an evolution because I'm not really sure where to go with that. Fantastic 75 rated pack here. And one thing I will say, guys, if you're at this stage of an RTG yourself, you probably know this. I never used to do it because I was like, oh, it seems like a lot of coins. Do your marquee matchups, right? We've got, I think it's something like 18k or something at this point. I'm probably going to spend 8k doing these, but you get tradable packs. They're really annoying. They take a long time, which is that's why it's at like 20 times speed. But our first pack is here. It's a small mixed players pack or a prime players pack, and I know immediately that's a Aubameyang. I had to work out whether he'd actually gone to Saudi. It's not fantastic, but it'd be worth a few coins. He's 82 rated as well, so somebody might want to put them into their founders either. I don't know why they'd do that, but he seems to be going for about a K, so there's money back, and all those players that were rare will get us discard price or more anyway. This one was a bit trickier. I think I ended up teching into a Monaco side here. So I went for Barcelona, Villarreal, but then I had a load of Monaco players that I ended up putting in because the requirements. And this was a small prime gold players pack, so you can get some big hits out of this. I don't know what the walkouts look like, by the way. I think there's a difference with the lights and things like that, so I'm always like, oh, that looks good, but then it's just like this, a regular gold. I don't think you get the tunnel unless you've got an over 80. Coop Miners, he'll work for one of them. And look, Jacob Murphy, it's all worth it. We've spent about 4 or 5k so far on players to do these, but I don't even swap him. I forget to swap him. So we've not got first own Jacob Murphy, even though we opened him. I'm doing really, really well. This one I actually end up taking mainly an England side in there to get the small prime players pack. You can't really expect too much from here. It's kind of got silvers, golds, but there is always a chance. And I wouldn't have known this at this point, that it's not actually just a regular silver gold or anything like that. Because I'm like, League One, Wigan, why is it this colour? That looks like a gold colour. That's because it's a team of the week. It's Chambers, which is at least 10k on the discard. And we're actually putting him on for 10k because he pretty much goes for that. So that's paid for our marquee matchups. So they're worth doing. Yes, you can take a loss on them. But when you're doing an RTG with strict limitations like we are, you struggle for those packs. So how are you going to get coins? You need tradable packs, and you have to take the gamble because we're not using FIFA points. We're doing it all in game. So those sort of things that give tradable packs are well worth it. Unless you get like this pack, which is Zaire Emery. But this means we get the premium gold players pack. And yes, guys, this has never happened to me before in a FIFA. Ever. I don't even know who this is, but it's a promo. We got a promo. It's not a promo. It's something special. It's something colourful. It's a bloody hero from a tradable pack on an RTG. And it's not... I threw my controller pretty much. And the reason this goes on for so long here is because I'm dancing around and I'm genuinely... This is not me putting it back on. This is the last thing I did before I came up and filmed this episode because I was like, this is where this episode is ending because this has just happened. Look at the price range on a sellable asset on an RTG where we've got such limitations. We could build a mega squad with this on a normal thing. But we're not. We're going to use the coins for evolutions. We have basically got everything we could need for this first month or so now because he is 220 to 270,000. So I'm going to put him on a buy it now price. I just want him sold so we can get the coins of 270. And look at this. 269,000 coins in our RTG account. I couldn't script this. I don't know why. Like, this is what I'm saying. Why does it never give me tradable packs like that in my account that I've had for years? This is a brand new account for this series. I mean, it's not. I played a bit last year on it just for some content videos, but in terms of Ultimate Team, it's the first time I've gone for it. We do marquee matchups, we pack a hero, and we've got 270,000 coins. And all the others in the pack, by the way. So, we're sorted. The sky's the limit. Let me know what I should do with these coins. Obviously, I'm going to save a lot of them for evolutions because that's what they're there for. The first purchase we're going to make is 1,900 coins for quite a steal and a Barry Bannon there. I think we can just about afford that. The captain is in the building. We have got some coins to play with. What should I do next episode? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to go back and film loads more of this over the next couple of days. It's going to be a lot of fun. But for now, guys, as always, please like, subscribe, do all those things, and keep watching right here on Dexterity Box.